2 under the name of Belk, 1 under the name of Greenfield. The order we'll be going in is Belk amendment ending in 9, Belk amendment ending in 8, Greenfield amendment ending in 7. Any questions? Representative Belk, what is your preference to handle your amendments? Since we've had our prior discussion, would you like to handle one at a time or both at the same time? Both at the same time? Okay. No, I'll go ahead. For clarity, for the committee, both amendment Belk ending in 9 and Belk ending in 8 have been ruled out of order by the chair. They are not germane to the bill because they modify STIP, and we do not make any modification to STIP in our bill. Therefore, they have been ruled out of order. However, I will allow Representative Belk a limited amount of time to discuss the 2 amendments.
This is going to be very quickly because I know everyone wants to go home. So this is an amendment to modify funding for the bicycle pedestrian improvements. This amendment will allow STIP scoring for independent pedestrian bicycle projects at the federal and local level to be scored on par with how we score other transportation projects funded through STIP. It does not in any way make you do that, it just allows you to do that.
Thank you, Representative. All right, moving on. Your light's still on, ma'am. Moving on to the Greenfield amendment ending in 7. Fairly short. Give the committee just a brief amount of time to look at it. And Representative Greenfield, you are recognized to explain your amendment, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I want to thank the draft department for your quick response. This is just a very simple amendment that would standardize the calculation of Powell bill funds for all municipalities until one of our municipalities reaches a population of 1.25 million. So it's just basically changing the population number from 400,000 to 1.25 million. Thank you.
Any questions for the amendment sponsor? All right, seeing none, Representative Eiler, you're recognized to speak to the amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have 19 small municipalities in my county, so this is of great interest to me. The perception is that Charlotte and Raleigh in particular, to name a few, get all the STIP money and all the Powell bill money because my little towns of like 1,000 get like $14,000. I think they get millions, and I think it's going to double. I've been told from 7 to 13 million for Charlotte and some 5 to 10, I think, for Raleigh, thereabouts. But anyway, and there'll be a reduction to all the other towns, 1,900 and what is it, 95 or whatever. A reduction of either 5 to 10% due to that. So I urge everybody to quite quickly respond to a note with a note.
Representative Adams.
It says municipalities. Does this refer strictly to the population within the city limits boundaries? And would I be correct in understanding this is basically Raleigh and Charlotte?
Was that a question for the amendment sponsor?
Yes.
Representative Greenfield,
yes.
recognized to respond.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, it basically just equalizes the amounts of monies that the different municipalities receive. And it's quite clear that Charlotte and Raleigh's population is much larger than some of the smaller ones. But the way this calculation is and the way this bill is written is that Charlotte and Raleigh start behind the 8 ball with this requirement, and then the calculation is put into play, which puts Charlotte and Raleigh, who are 2 large cities, behind the 8 ball as far as funding goes.
discussion? Representative Aller?
For a motion,
Time is appropriate.
I move that we vote down the amendment. What's the terminology? Unfavorable to the amendment?
All right, motion before the body. All those in favor of the motion to vote down the amendment signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed to the motion to vote down the amendment signify by saying nay. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. The ayes do have it. The amendment fails. All right, moving back to previous section of business before we get out of here, Representative Belk wished to be recognized to speak to her second amendment, which I ruled out of order. I'm going to allow that at this time.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And I do want to thank the draft department for doing these and being so helpful to us in doing this. So this amendment will allow regional transit projects to go through the STIP process and be scored the same way as highway projects and ferry projects. And that's it.
That it? Thank you, ma'am. Any other discussion or debate for the body? Seeing none, Representative Shepherd moves that the House Committee on Transportation adopt the report on the base and expansion budget and proposed special provisions as amended, and further moves that staff be authorized to make any technical and conforming changes that, he's happy about that, that the appropriate totals be adjusted accordingly. Everybody understand the motion before the body? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you guys. We're adjourned.